So if you going,
just be clipping it and shit.
okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so this ain't bad.
Yeah. It can see you on the other end. This is just a preview screen.
Oh, okay.
So it's capturing both of us
Gotcha.
on it, but that's just
looks
a
nice
screen.
though.
Yeah.
Let me see what boom. Okay, then here we go. Angle the phone a little more. Time now is 7:04. Here we go. Yes. What's good, y'all? We are here. It is Tuesday. It is March 18th, 2025. We are here on the Writer's Block, and we about to get it jumped off. We got our special guest live and direct. We got my brother Nick Jackson, aka Farmer Nick, right here in the spot with us. I'm gonna get this music jumped off. Y'all already know how we do.
Yeah.
Let me get that jumped off.
Know. Good to see everybody. Got to see everybody in the building. Got to be here. Appreciate it, Jack, for inviting me to the spot so we can be on the Writer's Block.
You know it. All right, here we go.
Yeah, about to get the music going and stuff like that. I see people coming in and climbing on in. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So right now, we just waiting to get some people in the room. If you in the room with us right now, go ahead and send a live out. We chilling, waiting for some more people to come in the room. Aurelia's in the room with us. How you doing, honey?
Bless you. Peace and peace. Peace and love, for sure. Glad you're here.
Hey. Trying to get some people in the room. Yeah. We gonna have fun tonight. You know the vibes. Oh, for the bros. Yes, sir. Hey. You know the vibes. Can y'all see the hat? It's backwards, ain't it? Writer's Block, we ready. We got this shirt, we got that Writer's Block.
Right, merch.
Oh, shit. We ready,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Yeah. It's Tuesday night. Yeah. Y'all know, every time this podcast starts up, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna be listening to some beats that I made. You know I love to make beats.
Right. Gotta show you off the beats.
Hey, wow. And sometimes I let the beats play real low behind me just to, like nobody knows but me, but it's like fun.
Right, keep the ambiance going.
Matter of fact, let me jump in there and send this out to a couple folks real quick.
Copy.
Let me get in there. Let me get up in there. All right.
Right, also I'm gonna drop this and everything too, so this shit look cold though.
There we go.
Nice, send it out to the folks.
Right back in the frame. Yes.
See, I got some juice. Let me send it out too. Send the alert out too.
Yeah. Do it. Definitely send that out. Definitely send it out. We are here, baby. Yes. Urban Magazine in the building. Yes. Here with the boy, here with the brother, the king, Nick Jackson, Farmer Nick. We here on the Writer's Block. We are live and direct. Waiting for a few more people to come into the room. We gonna get it jumped off. know I can't bump nobody music but my own, baby. I love that beat though. I'm about to run that joint back. We're gonna give it another like 2 minutes.
That beat was cold. You did your thing on that one for sure.
Let's run that back. That's my shit. There you go. Alright. We ain't gonna let this beat play all the way, but we vibing.
Cooking. Got everybody coming in. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Alright, who we got? Peace and love, y'all. Send this live out to a couple people. You already know the drill, like 1 or 2,000.
Right.
2,000 of your friends.
You feel me?
Or every single relative that you have.
Right.
Just send the live to them.
Mm-hmm. Your whole followers. Just
everybody.
Everybody. You know?
Everybody.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Alright, here we go. Somebody just came in?
Yeah.
Oh, my boy Mondo in the building. Savage thickness. Hey! That's Heather right there. What's good, mama? How you feeling? Mondo, what's good? That's my homie. You know what I'm saying? That's my bro in the room.
Okay.
Heather, that's my homegirl. We both go way back, like at least 20 years. At least 20 years. Alright, here we go. Alright, y'all. Yes. So we want to welcome y'all. What's good, family? Thank you. Welcome. And thank y'all for joining. We are here on the block, the Writer's Block. I'm your host, Jag. JAHG Music _ 3TP. That's where you can follow me, baby. And our special guest tonight, my brother, this king to my right. This brother right here, he's a writer as well. This brother is a dancer. He dances with fire. You ever hear the metaphor, you play with fire, you gonna get burned?
Mm-hmm.
He don't get burned.
I don't get burned. Well, I'm conscious and I'm safe. I'm aware that it's fire still.
So, this guy is special. That's why he's our special guest tonight. He plays with fire and he doesn't get burned at all. He's a writer. He's a dancer. This brother is an agricultural activist. You feel me? This is our brother here, Mr. Nick Jackson, aka Farmer Nick, y'all.
Yes, right. Peace.
Yes.
Thank you for having me, Jay. Appreciate it.
Yes, you already know. You already know, brother.
Yes.
So thank you definitely for sharing this moment with us here on the Writer's Block. We're going to get everybody in the zone with us. So,
glad to be here.
You know, first of all, like, I wanted to start off, like, you know, where we met each other, you know what I'm saying? And we definitely had that.
Origin story.
You know what I'm saying? We got some history. Who we got there? Khalil, what's good, homie? What's good? Yeah.
Welcome to the block.
You already know. Welcome to the block, baby.
Yeah.
So my brother right here, Nick. Man, what we meet? Bull and Buddha, right?
Bull and Buddha. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Uncle Mike scene.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, with Poet Gold and everything like that. It's really, you know, the mix and amalgamation of different talents and stuff like that really catapulted that scene, and we it was a good time for sure. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a lot of good memories and stuff like that.
Too many.
Yeah, too many, man. Shoot, shout out to everybody who was there. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to Mael, man. He, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying?
Big shout out to the bro,
GOAT, man. For real.
Big shout out to Poet Gold.
Big shout out to Poet Gold.
Yes.
What I was recently on her radio special.
Yeah.
Like a couple weeks ago, we just did a little little quick interview on agriculture and what I'm doing and stuff like that. It was shout out to Gold, shout out to iHeartRadio and everybody over there.
Big shout out.
You could check it out on the iHeartRadio app. You know what I'm saying? Poet Gold and
Peter and the Poet Gold.
Yeah.
Finding out with Peter and the Poet Gold.
Exactly.
On the iHeartRadio app.
Exactly. See, I was
you've
been there. You've been there, right? Exactly. You was there for me. You feel me? Shoot.
But Gold, she definitely made a place for all of us to be, to feel at home,
right?
To be safe. And I know one thing about one of the reasons that I'm even doing the Writer's Block. You feel me? Like one thing that Gold always said was, artivism. Leading with artivism, art and activism combined together, artivism. And then how we educate and we entertain. So edutainment, artivism and edutainment. And then I remember she used to always I won't say always, but often she would say give somebody a hug, give the person next to you a hug.
Right.
And that's huge. That's important. That's important, man.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of us were able to connect on those grounds, you know what I'm saying, of some kind of unity and peace. And that's how we met.
Right,
you know
exactly.
At the open mics. And then, because after Bull and Buddha, then we had Siboney's.
Right.
So Siboney's, it's now called Club Mystic, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, something along those lines for sure. Either way, they're still in operation. They're still, they're still throwing parties, they're still doing their thing and stuff like that. It was, Siboney's, and then when they did do the name change, we definitely still rocked up with them for a little while longer and stuff like that. Did a couple of things that there was an Italian restaurant in Little Italy where she did some stuff too. After Siboney's and things like that, and then it was just we did a couple things at the Falcon. And then it just kind of
Newburgh.
Right. Newburgh and stuff like that.
The Warehouse.
Yeah.
Definitely the Falcon.
Yeah. Definitely. For sure. We need to bring it back, man. We need to bring it back. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Shoot, for sure. At least maybe as a pop up. One time only, bring the crew back and stuff like that.
And then we just did the New Year's Eve party.
Right, true.
You know what I mean? We've been out there a little bit.
Yeah. New Year's party was
I was up in the pool chilling. Almost got in a fight that night.
What? Why? How?
You weren't there.
No, I was spitting fire outside.
Right. So this is my first time telling you that.
Yeah, for sure. No,
that's crazy.
I definitely missed this part. What happened?
Right. So all right. So the brother. All right. So it's about midnight.
Right.
And we reaching for bottles of champagne.
Right.
Now I didn't know the plan. My man was like, "Yo, we got champagne under the table. We could grab the bottles of champagne. It's almost midnight." So I started pulling out the champagne. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, it's me, Vanessa, Vince. What's the other lady's name? I forgot. But there's a handful of us that put money in to get the party on track, whatever.
Right.
The host of the party. So I'm like, I'm gonna grab these bottles of champagne, and I'm gonna. To me, it's a no-brainer. I'm gonna hand the champagne out to the host. And then they're each gonna do what they do. And then my man came out. He's like, "Yo, I'll take one of those bottles." And I was like, "Yeah." So I didn't even speak to him because I didn't understand.
Right, it didn't compute. What?
I didn't know who he was. So long story short, I took the bottles out and I'm looking for all the other hosts of the party to hand them a bottle. I had 3-4 bottles of champagne, and I gave you a bottle.
True.
Yeah.
True. I remember that.
So that's what led to the fight. But we didn't fight. But so now because he came, so after the fact, I couldn't find nobody. I shook the champagne up, popped them open, whatever, and I'm like, "Yo, who wants champagne?" Nobody even wanted champagne. Nobody even wanted any champagne. So then the dude that asked me for the bottle, I saw him. I was like, "Yo, bro, take the bottle, man."
Right.
He was like, "I don't even want that. You can have that." And I was like, I didn't understand.
Right.
I'm like, I'm giving you the bottle, like,
now, right? Exactly.
Whatever you want to do, I don't know. Like, I'm thinking, like I said, to give it to the host. Then later on, he was like, "Oh, I'm the one that paid for the champagne." And I don't know nothing about that.
Okay.
And he's like, I came and asked you for the bottle. You could have just gave me the bottle. I'm like, I don't even know who you are, homie. Like,
right.
And then he took that shit like so offensively. Now, mind you, I'm 6'1". He's probably like 6'4", and I'm 180 now. At the time, I was like 175, 170. So he's like 6'4", maybe like 300 pounds. You feel me? So the dude, then he pushed me. Like I'm in like basketball shorts. I'm dripping wet. Just came out the pool.
Right. What are we doing here?
And I'm like, he's mad. I'm like, I don't even know who you are.
Right.
And they're like, I don't know who you are. And I'm like, then he's like talking. I'm like, yo, you go ahead and calm the fuck down, bro. Like, fuck wrong with you? Then he pushed me. And I'm like, I'm like, bro. I said, let's go outside. Oh, you want to go outside? Huh? I said, let's go outside and talk.
Okay. He's making it hot.
Yeah.
Right.
Because whatever's going to happen is going to happen.
Right.
You big. I'm not scared of you.
Right.
But then he pushed me again. Then I'm holding the champagne. I just slowly, I was like, I put the bottle down and I held it in my hand in a way that he understood. If you touch me again,
it's gonna be a problem.
This is my choice. I'm not gonna throw my hands. I'm dripping wet. Just got out the pool. Got basketball shorts, no socks, slippers, nothing. Barefoot.
Right. I'm out here
with no shirt. You fully dressed. You big as hell. I'm gonna hit you with this champagne bottle. And then we go from there.
Right.
So that's what happened at the New Year's Eve party.
Right. Yeah.
Almost got in a fight.
Got into a fight. I was not aware of this.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So and you was there.
Right, and I was there. And I was having a good time. That's how you know it was a good time.
But I don't got no beef with dude. I don't know if he still feels some kind of way about me. To me, that shit was dumb. Like, I didn't even really see who we got. Oh, Shimmy in the building was good.
Clean.
Yeah, I didn't even think it was that serious. He got super. Excuse me, I'm drinking all this tea. He got super offended because I said I don't know who you are, and I gave him this look like fuck, like fuck out of here type look.
Right.
But with his size and his weight, he thinking that's the time to intimidate me. Right. I'm not a little guy. Like, but you looking at me like I'm little. I know I'm not little. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm aware of your size and my size.
Right.
But. Neither here nor there, but yeah, almost got into a fight. But yeah, the New Year's Eve party, that was dope. That was fire. You literally, thanks to you.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? In the group. And who else did you bring with you?
I brought the team. I brought Kayla with me. I brought Zan with me.
Zanielle. And Zanielle had her other half. I'll say significant other. She brought a friend with her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to B, man. He be outside.
Word.
Yes, sir.
Word.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was good time. We go way back. You feel me? So yeah, glad everybody's here and stuff like that.
Right.
And stuff. And yeah, facts.
So we got that part. So we got history. This is my bro. But so now, let's talk about you, because that's what we're here to discuss. Talk about where you from. Where were you born, brother? What was your community like?
Well, it's obvious. No, but I'm born and raised Poughkeepsie, New York. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 845-12601. Power Kingdom all day. You feel me? Like
stand up, baby.
Yeah, you already know. So yeah. Big Poughkeepsie and shit. So yeah, freaking born and raised here. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of community work out here in my adult life and everything like that. So yeah, and this is like my launch pad to everything that I do outside of here as well and everything like that, so I like to big up my town wherever I can, you know what I'm saying, and support it as much as possible, within reason,
right.
And it was like that, because you can't try to help everybody, stuff like that, but I definitely see the growth, I see the pain, but I also see so much potential in this city and as well as beyond, so you know what I'm saying, that's what we try to do out here.
In Poughkeepsie, we call it potential. P-O-U-G-H. Potential.
Right. But it's like we gotta keep in mind like what is like who's pretend like
Mm.
who are we building, raising this town up, building this up to become like potentially for, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like we got to make sure that we are always in the conversation, always in the pot as the true people, the true heart and soul of this town, really. You know what I'm saying? So so they don't try to you know what they do. You know what they do.
They want to put that blanket on over.
Right.
Like it's dark. Guess it's nighttime.
Right.
Nah, none of that. We just
you feel me. The gentrification, all the vacations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the MO. You know what I'm saying? We don't want none of that. We don't want none of that happening. You know what I'm saying? Without it being purposeful for everybody.
Facts. All inclusive.
Right.
Facts. So bro, you got the locks, you know what I'm saying, necklace, fresh, you know what I'm saying. So I'm like, you seem like in school you was the cool kid in school, like back in. But like what was that like? You had all the fans, all the ladies, like.
Nah, I was chilling for the most part. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No, ironically, funny story. Everybody thought I was gonna be the school shooter.
Uh-oh.
You know that archetype, that stereotype, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was one of them. I wasn't one of them ones, but no,
quiet.
Yeah, I was quiet, you know what I'm saying? Kept to myself, you know what I'm saying? Had anger issues and stuff like that. So right. I would, have random outbursts and stuff like that. But but like that wasn't like my whole personality, my archetype in the slightest at all. Like once you really got to know me and stuff like that was like my defense mechanism, because I wasn't with no bullying shit either. But I wasn't gonna like fight every day. That wasn't gonna be my thing. So so rather than take that approach, I'm gonna just scare you away. Right. So yeah, that was my defense mechanism and shit. Right. So but you know what I'm saying, once you got to know me and shit like that, I was cool, funny, you know what I'm saying? I danced a lot, you know what I'm saying? That's another way I navigated, you know what I'm saying, growing up and stuff like that, through dancing and everything like that. That was my first love and stuff like that. I've been doing that forever and everything like that. And that's how I got a lot of my friends, you know what I'm saying? You know, girls noticed me and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So I was like in the I could maneuver in different spaces. I could kick it with the cool kids, kick it with the nerds and shit like that. I could be by myself and shit. And it's cool. Forget it, you feel me? Shoot,
Facts.
Outside.
Yeah,
Shoot.
man. That's what's up. So school was kind of like, it could have went either way. You was cool at the same time. You wasn't really trying to get in no fights.
Man.
Wasn't with none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you definitely got to stand up for yourself out here. Because people get the wrong idea. Like ain't nobody trying to be your stepping stool, man. That's how you create the school shooter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. So you got to let people know, like, I'm not that one. Like, don't,
or the two, you feel me?
Yeah.
So, right.
Or the 2.5.
Right,
like,
come on.
None
man.
of those.
So yeah.
But yeah, I feel where you're coming from.
But yeah, that was really it. You know what I'm saying? And in terms of the writing, when that really came into play and stuff like that, like I used to write a lot when I was a kid. Yeah. Growing up, we had a very active imagination and stuff like that. Me and my brother, shout out to Nate, you know what I'm saying, my twin and stuff like that.
Midnight.
Or DJ Midnight, you know what I'm saying. We outside doing a lot of different things.
You said your twin brother.
Yeah, twin brother. You
right. I mean, obviously I know, but he got a twin brother. Right. You know what I'm saying? So if you see somebody like Nick, that's Nate.
That's
like,
Nick. That's most likely.
He got a keyboard with him. Right. Was he on a skateboard or was he carrying the keyboard?
Right.
Which board did? Which board did he have?
Right.
Which board did he have? Make sure you stay in the frame.
Yeah, right. You're right. But yeah. So we're gonna be outside doing different events and stuff like that, DJ and everything like that. But yeah, we had a very active imagination growing up and everything. And I used to write little short stories and stuff like that. And the girls in my class one time was, this is when Twilight was the Twilight series and shit.
This is what inspired the short story.
Right, the short story stuff and everything like that. So the girls in my class was reading Twilight and stuff like that. And I was like, what's the hype about? So I read the books and everything like that. And I was like, man, I could write a better book. Right. So that's when I really started writing and stuff like that. Cause, been practicing, the life and the battles of that people go through, and just analyzation of oneself was a lot of my writing and stuff like that. So I translated that into like a sci-fi series and stuff like that, and the girls in my class loved it. And shit
Right.
like that. So
That's fire.
It was cool. But
So you were selling copies, or how
no,
did that look like?
I really
like you was writing in like a spiral notebook.
Yeah, no facts.
Or...
Composition notebooks. I still
Okay.
got the whole stack at the crib.
Of what you wrote in school?
Yeah, big facts.
That's fire, because you ain't tell me that.
Yeah, nah. Well, you feel me? Like I gotta save stuff for the surprise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, nah. I still got a whole stack of composition notebooks and shit like that. Yeah. All in Nick Jackson hieroglyphics, so you can't read it. So good luck with that.
He was dancing and writing.
Right
That's
at
why.
the same time, you know what I'm saying? A lot of energy happening and stuff like that. So
Word.
so yeah, yeah, I really like to I do enjoy writing, but you know what I'm saying, I never really got the music bug in terms of that. It translated to my dancing and stuff like that, you know, like if I sat down, I could write a song. I could do a 16 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Give somebody a 32, but
right.
It like shout out to all rappers and shout out to all MCs and stuff like that. It takes a certain level of mind connection that I just don't have. I just don't possess. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it's just or at least it's not as strong as it is with someone like yourself or many of the other rappers that I know. In the game, you know, in and out of the game, really. So,
right.
So yeah, big ups to everybody with the pen. For
absolutely, that pen is something, man. But
right.
you, like, so now, I mean, we talked about writing a little bit. You definitely get into the dancing. I mean, you got the group Sci-Fire,
right?
But and then before that, you had Circus Freaks,
right.
So let's talk about the dancing. I mean, we're gonna get back to the writing,
right?
But you know what I'm saying, we got everybody tuned in with us. Let's talk about the dancing aspect. So when did you get into dancing? What inspired you to dance?
Well, shit. I mean, it's like it's crazy because my last name is Jackson. And
I know this is going.
You know, everybody knows that Michael Jackson was my first big inspiration when it comes to dancing and stuff like that. Just his music, you know what I'm saying, his music videos, stuff like that. I saw Thriller on TV, and I was like, "Yo, I need that. I want to do that and stuff like that." So yeah. But I never really got to that point though, in terms of like being on stage or being in groups and stuff like that. I never really got to like be like a backup dancer, or like a performer or stuff like that.
Soon come.
Yeah. I mean, even if that's even in my future, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't really love dance for that reason to become that. Like I love writing. Right, exactly.
I write.
Right. It just comes from within. You know what I'm saying? So my approach when it came to dance was really just self-expression and just for the love of the art and just using that as my tool to get to the level of a Michael Jackson or the level of a Prince or even later on, obviously you had Omarion, you obviously had Neo and stuff like that. Chris Brown really influenced the game and stuff like that. But then going into the actual that's in the industry, but then going into the actual dance scene, you know what I'm saying? You got Bubba Stretch, you got Link, you got freaking Cruz from the city, you got West Coast Cruz, you got Nonstop who really brought animation dance into the public scene and stuff like that with his Pumped Up Kick video. You got freaking Les Twins and stuff like that. Just the whole scene, just dance in general. Like that shit is a whole thing. And there's politics and everything too. So it's just like I was like I've bumped a few shoulders with a few people and stuff like that over the years, and so like it's a whole world, dance and everything like that, man. Just as big as MCing and stuff like, because they're all pillars of hip hop. They're all pillars of the culture.
Right.
So it's like this has no choice but to be huge, you know.
And you said, how old were you when you started dancing?
5.
5
years old. Big facts.
So what type of dance at 5?
Man, I was mimicking Michael Jackson like every other 5-year-old black kid.
He's behind us.
Right, he's right there.
Doing the moonwalk and right over there on his albums.
I could never get the moonwalk, but to compensate for that, and it was I started gliding. That's and everyone knows gliding is one of the key foundations of my dance. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I took that inspiration, I took the moonwalk, and then and started gliding, started doing my footwork, and now it's evolved into like almost like a it's like gliding mixed with like African inspired steps mixed with tap dancing. Like I got some crazy feet. Like like shout out to Dosho, you know what I'm saying? Big ups to him and the rest of the squad, you know what I'm saying? Give me coining the nickname Happy Feet and everything like that. And, shout out to that because my footwork is kind of ridiculous. To say the least.
And while holding fire at that.
Right. While always evolving, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I started out, doing things on my own, and then, ran into my boy Costa, and we started Circus Freaks. And then we started running into more dancers in the scene, Jeff Live, my boy Q and the Lazy Boys and them and stuff like that. Like Duran and them and everything like that, and shout out to everybody over in Newburgh now, you know what I'm saying, with Move and and everybody over there, like they, doing big things and stuff like that. So like so yeah, that's but yeah, we all used to run together and stuff like that and bump shoulders and everything, and then we grow up, part ways and stuff like that, and you gotta level up again, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I always kept dancing and stuff like that. Then COVID happened. Well, in between all of that, I started teaching. So once
you had the dance studio, we shot the part of the music video in there.
For the boys, my bad. Shoot. So yeah, shot the music video over there. You know what I'm saying? And started teaching and everything. And then COVID happened, and then we had to sit down, and then I'm like, well, I need to figure something else out, and that's when I got into a couple other things, which we'll get to later. But yeah, I ran into a couple people, Amber and them. They started the Black Think Tank. Then I ran into Zanielle, and she introduced me to Fire.
But let's not breeze past that.
Okay, right.
You got to the Black Think Tank.
Right.
So when it comes to writing, and we're talking about agricultural activism, you definitely brought that to Black Think Tank. On top of just leadership, like different skills like that. Like, can you give everybody a rundown of what the Black Think Tank was, when it started, and what the purpose was?
So Black Think Tank started in I want to say maybe like 2019, 2020, like fresh going into COVID. Like the idea probably conceptualized from Maggie and stuff like that. But then COVID happened, and everyone was in lockdown for the first 3-6 months and stuff like that. And then right when summer and spring hit, people started coming outdoors, and that's when Maggie and I guess Amber and I guess a few other people started going around and petitioning people to vote and stuff like that. And they decided how to bring people together would be to form a group of individuals to come together at a public space. So we picked Major Square Park. You know what I'm saying? To meet up and stuff like that, and just the group was designed to create a safe space for Black people to come and express their issues, express their grievances, but also come up with solutions and plans to try to better our situation in society and better our situation in the community that we have immediate impact in. Because we can complain all day about grand politics and stuff like that, but the biggest change and the most important information and most important value that we could really do in immediate impact is our immediate government, and getting them to do the right things and recognize the right situations or problems that arise in our communities and shit.
Facts. Yeah. So in that time frame when Black Think Tank started, like 2019, 2020, because I became a part of it at one point. Right. Started coming to meetings and trying to put out whatever ideas I could to help further all of that. But when it first started, I know y'all was going door to door.
Right. Yeah. And we was outside. Yeah.
So what was that like?
Yeah. The door to door thing was cool. I haven't done that in a minute. So it's very interesting and stuff like that. But a lot of people opened the door. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't what you think as the propaganda would like to say, that people were terrified and stuff like that. A lot of people opened the door. A lot of people would because I guess people were just interested to see other people outside. So it's like, why you outside? You know what I'm saying? So you kind of get that curiosity. Why are they outside? Then you open the door and it's like, oh, it's just some people. You know what I'm saying? Trying to spread some information and stuff. So then we got you hooked. So we kind of used it to our advantage and stuff. But yeah, we used to be out there, sun. We used to be out there in the rain, and stuff like that. It was wild. I don't know, but it was fun and it was cool to do and shit like that. And then, you know, gradually we started meeting other individuals in the community, and then we started building that little nest egg where we started in Manchester Square Park. That's when Desmond Jack pulled up, and you know what I'm saying, we started strategizing and trying to come up with some things and stuff like that. And
Reggie started coming.
Yeah, Reggie started coming and stuff like that.
Sophia,
Sophia,
and her mom.
Right.
I forgot her mother's name.
I forget her mother's name too, and I'm sorry, Miss.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I forgot. And Sophia has like a yoga.
She be doing yoga and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to
Sophia. Yeah.
Across the bridge, I'm pretty sure. I think it's in Newburgh.
Okay.
To keep it stacked, but yeah. Follow her and shit. She did Sophia Yoga or something like that. But yeah. They started pulling up and everything like that, and so they was like, you know, it was mostly a predominantly black space, but they was like our white allies or whatever, and they supported us or whatever. It was cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, they showed respect, so it was like that's all that matters and shit like that. So so yeah, we, you know, organized a few you know, visits to the county office. We did a few tabling things outside, just trying to get people to register to vote and stuff like that. The biggest event that we did was the back to school event that we did at Manchester Square Park. You know what I'm saying? We got permission from a few folks to, like, you know, we gave out school supplies, we got food and stuff like that. Baba Kazi pulled up.
Yeah.
Did some African
Shout
drumming
out to Kazi.
Shout out to Kazi. The first time I met him and stuff like that during that event. Not necessarily. I met him a long time ago, but yeah, like, so we meeting him and shit like that, and yeah, just so that's why I do. So that's how I'm in the work that I'm doing with him now and stuff like that. We got some classes coming, so stay tuned for that at the Boys and Girls Club at 221 Smith Street.
Okay, Boys and Girls. That's what's up.
Club,
Yo, I was over there last night. It was like almost 10:30 at night.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they playing music, playing basketball. I'm like, who I need to talk to?
Yeah.
Because y'all in here having a good old time. I'm like, I need to get in there and play.
Yeah.
Like, I need to know, like, if I'm not doing nothing, it's 10:30 at night, I could come hang out with y'all.
Right.
Because I'm like, is it a I don't know, y'all got the key, y'all just able to rock, or get something I could sign up for.
Nah, they be doing programming. The Boys and Girls Club, I'm pretty sure they operate directly out of that building, because the program director was there too and stuff like that. So they got program. They at least got programming during the daytime. So I'm pretty sure they're running some programming during the nighttime.
10 p.m.
Yeah,
I'm like,
10 p.m. is crazy. Or maybe that was an adult. Maybe that was an adult league.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
I'm like,
exactly,
I would have pulled up. I didn't know.
But nah, I can get you in there. Yeah, I'm trying to.
I need that.
For sure. They're looking
if you
for,
know,
they're looking for other dancers. They're looking for other people to do programming and stuff like that. So as well as other organizations and stuff like that too. So
I let my man Corey know.
For sure.
The hip hop healing program.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Shoot, they hounded me to do dance classes, and I'm just like, and I mean, all respect to them and stuff like that, and everything, and yeah, I would love to do some classes and stuff like that, but like, you know, the way my life is set up right now, it's just like that was, for me to do classes and stuff like that, I would have to do another pivot, and I can't do that again. Right. And to be at least be at the capacity that they need me to be at. But I know tons of other dancers who could definitely fill in that role. I'll come in and do some classes. I'm really pushing the African drumming stuff right now and stuff like that. So trying to build unity around the drum and everything, and dancing around that. So but yeah. Okay. I got you. Hit me up. If you want to eat.
Right.
I can tell you where the food's at.
I want to get into the Boys and Girls Club.
Right. For sure. Yeah. Boys and Girls Club.
I haven't been in that building.
Organizations and shit. You never been in that building? Nah, that shit's cold. We did they recently did a Christmas thing for the kids and stuff like that. Me and my brother did a DJ thing, and my girl, you know what I'm saying, we brought some of our flow props and everything like that, and the kids was dance battling me and shit like that.
Oh,
it was great.
You gave the kids the dance battle?
Yeah, yo, I had to. This little man with the braids and the tank top pulled up on me, pulled his pants up. I said, started throwing them things. I said, who is this boy? trying to become a man today, so I had to show him what's good and that. But that shit was that was cold. It was hard, you know. And but that gave me a glimpse of just like what they're doing over there, and just the kids that just need more activity, more engagement, more support, like that. Because there's some geniuses over there.
Right, sure. But there's geniuses everywhere
in all of our communities for
sure. We just don't get to cultivate. They don't get to meet Nick Jackson.
They don't get to meet Jag. They don't get to meet the real people doing the work.
They don't need to get in. They don't get to be in the Boys and Girls Club.
Right.
Mm-hmm, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the kids just they at home. Mm-hmm. They don't have no resources. Mm-hmm. And I was in the innovation lab, which is on Cottage Street. You know what that is?
No.
It's I'm not gonna say the address just yet, but you know I'm not saying it's a secret, but we'll talk about that.
Right.
It's called the Innovation Lab. It's on Cottage Street, and there's all kind of stuff in there. Like we was doing a podcast in there, so I went in there. Corey, Spears had the joint open, and I did a podcast with my daughter, and then they had some other. There was like a 5 years old to like 13, and then like a 13 to 15 after that.
Sheesh.
It was like I don't got the ages like specifically.
Right. But they're doing a lot over there. Right.
Morning session, afternoon session. Morning sessions for the youngsters, afternoon sessions for the older kids
that come out of school and shit like that.
Yeah. But it's on a Sunday.
Fair.
Right.
Okay. Just
so
on
you
Sundays.
probably want to check that out too.
Right.
It's other days during the week. I talked to the guy from Nubian Direction, and Mr. Wright.
They hired too. You know that?
Where?
A Nubian.
I
heard that.
I just sent Mr. Wright my resume the other day, so we gonna talk.
I heard that in the street. You know what I'm saying? So
we gonna have a conversation.
Right, for sure. I will talk to my contacts and push that right along. You know what I'm saying? Let's make something happen. You know?
We know how to hustle out
right, come on, yo.
You know, it's all about networking.
Yes,
you gotta network.
Right,
like you gotta know the people.
It is about who you know, man. And
right.
It's like, hey, man. So yeah, for sure.
And we're all connected because of writing. Long story short.
Yeah, big facts.
Because look, same thing like how we met. Bull and Buddha, Poet Gold, writer.
Right.
Brought everybody together for the open mic.
Right, exactly.
That's the whole point of this podcast. Yeah. People don't understand how writing connected us.
Yes.
Black Think Tank.
Baby girls in the building. Yes, Black Think Tank.
Black
you know
Think
what I'm saying?
Tank.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Shoot. The concept of coming together and just writing it all down and then putting it into action and stuff like that is what led to a lot of stuff that we did.
Absolutely.
And like that. And then Black Think Tank eventually evolved, into what we call now Sci-Fire Flow, which is our fire dance team and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We kind of flew. I would like it's hilarious. Almost.
That's crazy how y'all did switch it up.
Right, exactly. We kind of flew too close to the sun. You know what I'm saying? As an organization, you know what I'm saying? We started stepping on a few different people's toes and stuff like that, and they didn't like it, so they shut us down. You feel me? So in that Icarus with the wax wings falling down, we burned and stuff like that. Sci-Fi was then birthed from the ashes and stuff, and we're a dance collective, you know what I'm saying, all about supporting Black liberation, Black creativity, and Black expression and stuff like that. We do meetups, we have jam sessions and everything like that. Right. And we basically always practice at the waterfront.
Right.
So if you want to catch a free show, you know what I'm saying, or if you want to donate and pull up, you know what I'm saying, we do a lot of different things too. But yeah, if you want to catch a free show, pull up to the riverfront this summer and stuff like that. We're gonna be there. Probably.
Or they can head to your page.
Right.
Rhythm
Head
of
to the
Water.
page. Right. Rhythm of Water. Follow Sci-Fi Flow on Instagram.
Right.
Rhythm of Water TV. It's all connected there. Just follow the page.
Yes,
and just get tapped in. We got our websites dropping and everything like that. We're gonna be doing some merch real soon and everything like that, and trying to get into those fields. We will I see us getting into costumes and props really, really soon.
Fire.
Stuff like that, like creating, really elevating the sport, elevating the culture of it and stuff like that. Because a couple people, my dancers, they've been in the game for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I've only been fire dancer for like 5 years and stuff like that. But they've seen they've seen the creativity and stuff like that, and it could use the next level. It could use it in which which is what we need. You know, at the end of the day, I don't want to start rambling and stuff like that. But I
on fire.
Right. I just see everything looking for an elevation, looking for a balance, looking for a shift. There's a shift. Everything's shifting right now. You see it in the government, you see it in the world, you see everything is shifting and rocky, but this is a great time to build something up. Build something new.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With the foundation being knocked down, they're knocking down businesses, they're knocking down organizations and redistributing funding and stuff like that. This is a great time for people to reorganize ourselves.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Reorganize our home, reorganize our friendships, reorganize our network and people, and get back to the mindset of what is really important, like how we were during COVID. You know what I'm saying? Everything comes in cycles and seasons and shit like that. Like
right,
you know
it like, as it's supposed to. A season for everything.
Right, exactly.
Word.
So like it's very important and everything, and yeah, sci-fi. You know what I'm saying? We got a few shows coming up. We're doing an art gallery in April.
Okay.
April 19th. In Newburgh.
Yeah.
I can't remember the address, but you can follow Jamie Ransom's page. We'll probably link it somewhere on this for sure. But you can follow her page for more information and stuff like that, or just hit up jamie.ransom at gmail.com. I'm pretty sure it is. And everything like that, or just hit me up for information if you really want to know.
Yeah. Of course.
So yeah, but we outside. We doing that stuff. We looking to get into a few more other shows and everything like that. Expanding and whatnot. Shout out to the girls. Shout out to everybody in the team.
Yeah.
And the culture and shit.
Yeah, absolutely. So we went from. Right, it was in there.
That's my baby girl.
Okay, Kayla. Okay. Got you.
Yeah,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate it.
You know it.
Yes.
So now we talk about spinning fire. We talking about dancing. Now we got to get back to the agricultural activism, Farmer Nick, because it's not. Nick. He got to get into his alter ego. Right now he's not Nick Jackson. It's Farmer Nick.
Right, it's Farmer Nick.
Now we got to go on the Farmer Nick mode on him real quick. So let's talk about the agricultural activism. Let's talk about what are you doing out there? Your thumb getting all extra green and shit. You're playing with dirt and worms, seeds and vegetables
and shit, right?
Yeah,
everything. We seeing it all outside, you know.
Yeah, run us through that. Like where'd you get us a love, a passion? You got a passion for that. That much we do know.
Right.
You got a passion for this. How'd that develop, and where did it start, and how did it grow?
It all starts and stems from food. I love food. Yeah. I need to eat.
Food.
I love food. I need to eat.
I love food.
I may look skinny, but I could eat. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and in the search of food, you know what I'm saying, and also being a chef for like 12 years and stuff like that. I've always had a very good passion for food and stuff like that. My mom was an amazing cook. She wasn't always the best cook growing, like when we were starting out, but she developed and grew her skills and just became an amazing chef, and everything like that. And I still use some of her techniques and everything like that to this day and stuff like that. And she also introduced me to just being outside and just getting in the dirt and just doing yard work. Even though I hated it when I was a kid, now I can't get enough of that shit.
Right.
It's like
Same with me.
It's like crack now. It's crazy. I love smelling dirt. And not dirt. I love smelling dirt. I love smelling soil. I love smelling compost and stuff like that. And just
compost,
not manure.
Okay, I just want to make sure because compost is different thing.
Right, compost can be other things.
I was about to. That's funny because you didn't say manure, but I was about to throw that at you.
No, for sure. Compost of plants, compost of
compost.
Right. Compost.
Not manure.
Not manure. No,
it's funny how you knew that was coming.
Yes. Alright, gotta be quick too. Vegetables would do that to you.
Right.
Gotta be aware. It's like, nope, I gotta catch myself. Run it back. 5 words back. Run it back. We back here. So yeah. But I just love the smell of just nature and just being outside and just hearing the birds and everything like that. Like I went through that type of epiphany during COVID and stuff like that. That's really when I started getting into the agricultural quest. I started growing food on my back porch and stuff like that. Regrowing scallions and lettuce and stuff like that from the store, and onions, and growing those and stuff like that, and just seeing that process.
Keep the bottom.
Just plant that stuff like So a lot of my basis was a lot of like, recycling and reusing, but also no waste from being in the kitchen. So no waste, nothing gets left behind. So there's always a use for something and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what really sparked agriculture and growing for me and everything like that. And then I eventually would have came across a few programs. Ecological Citizens Project.
What is it?
Ecological Citizens Project.
Ecological Citizens Project. Yes, got you.
Yes, they are based out, or ECP for short. They're based out in Garrison, New York. Shout out to Jason and Jocelyn at Long Haul Farms and stuff like that. I lived on their property for 3 months. And with a bunch of other kids, people my age basically, and learning agriculture, learning about regeneration, learning about sustainability, and creating impact and movements in the community and stuff like that. And that's more where I nurtured more of my activism side of myself. I've always been in the streets, always been trying to support, trying to do it for a good cause. There's a few clippings of me in the paper and stuff like that back in the day and everything like that. So I've always been outside, supporting some type of cause. You feel me? So, but as long as it was righteous and good, and luckily everything is, everything I support is always related to back to our people, back to Black culture and stuff like that. So we push that heavy and everything like that, or else we will. Right. But anywho, we where was I going with that?
Well, you was talking about where you started off. You was talking about growing onions, scallions.
Yes.
And then in the backyard, living on the property.
Right, exactly. Okay. Long Haul Farm. Yeah, that's what started like the agricultural activism and stuff. And then I got hooked up with the Persian farm because that's what I was trained. That's what I was trained for, was to help start and be the farm manager at that site and stuff like that, and bring that to life. You know what I'm saying? Push that forward as far as I could for 3 years, and stuff like that, and it was a great program.
And where was that?
It's still standing to today. It's at Persian Avenue, 49 Persian Avenue in Poughkeepsie, New York.
City of Poughkeepsie.
Locally grown produce and fruits and vegetables, and community work happening right down the road, right in our community and stuff like that.
Right. So that's right behind, if you know where Corley's
where Corley's Manor, and right in that basketball court area. You can't miss it now. It's been standing there. It's been standing there for like almost 5 years now. So it's become a staple in the community, and our cornerstone and everything like that. And I testament that to everybody who was involved in the project and everything like that, and just and also just my love for the community and just wanting to see that prosper and everything like that, and I'm still advocating for it to this day, and everything like that, because it's important, and I still want to see more of these spaces and more of these things activated and in the community and stuff, because we need it more than ever. Eggs is $10.
Crazy.
You feel me? I'm
for a 6-pack.
Right for half the pack. Like what am I doing here?
Yo, I went to get lunch today, and I went to the deli. I went to Cafe Primavera, right by the Bardavon, right on Market Street.
Yeah. They get good sandwiches over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Word.
So I was in there, and they were saying, that since nobody's buying eggs, like they know that this man is a small business owner in the city of Poughkeepsie. He runs his restaurant.
Right.
He said they were pretty much like trying to wholesale them the eggs because they were giving so many away to pantries. Nobody's even buying the eggs now, so they gotta give them away so they don't get thrown away. And then they selling them at such a reduced price. And it's they raised the price, and then they selling them wholesale to business owners to try to avoid throwing them in the trash because nobody's buying them.
No one's buying them now. Right. Well, bring down the price of eggs. Bring down the price of eggs.
That's it.
All right, bring down the price of eggs, or grow your own chickens.
Give everybody a chicken.
Your own chickens, you know what I'm
saying? Don't give us a stimulus check. Give us a chicken. Right.
Allow everybody to have a chicken coop in their backyard. Watch everything change. Right.
Right, that's why you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you got, they don't got to go to spend their money, and then we tax every single dollar they spend, and we can't, and they could track what you spend your money on too.
No.
And then that's why when you come outside, everybody got a lawn. Ain't nobody growing no damn food. You paying somebody all this money to come with a lawn mower and shears and
right. When you can take that money that you would spend on a landscape. Shout out to landscapers though. No,
shout out.
Big ups to them. They still need it. I still do a bunch of landscaping to this day.
I love landscaping.
Right, landscaping.
Not so much farming.
Right.
I need to get more into farming.
Right. But you know what I'm saying. That's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying. But
right.
I'd rather see farming than giant lawns. You know what I'm saying. So other than that, like. Back in the day, man, like you used to be able to people used to just grow their own food and stuff like that, right in the lawn and stuff like that. But like you could take that same amount of money that you spend on the landscaper, you know what I'm saying, and invest that in yourself, invest that in your land, and grow you a tomato.
Right.
Get a couple raised beds. Turn part of your lawn into a pollinator meadow. Pollinator garden for the bees and for beneficial insects and stuff like that to boost the ecosystem and boost the pollination of your plants and stuff like that.
Right, all of that.
There's far more better solutions and far more better things you can be doing with your time and money and energy than, you know what I'm saying, trying to maintain a lawn that isn't producing nothing for you.
Right.
Like you could totally take something that's not doing nothing for you and make it produce something for you.
Right.
You know what
I'm saying? My homegirl Elise just came in.
Shout out to Elise.
Hey, and she was posting something about getting some raised beds. My fault.
Nah, you good.
My man, the bro Nick, could definitely Farmer Nick and help you out with that. Hit him up
for sure. Yes,
definitely.
Get you some raised beds. If you want access. If you want access to a raised bed, I know community gardens. If you want to have your own, we could build that too.
Right.
And just hit me up. You just inbox me. You know what I'm saying? It's what's up. So yeah, man. We the garden thing is a big thing, man. It's a big thing that I'm pushing right now, and everything like that. And just creating sustainability. Through agriculture and just through community and building it out. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the many pillars of the Black Panther movement. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
They fed, they clothed, they educated. You know what I'm saying? I can't get access to the clothes. You know what I'm saying? But I can at least feed you. I'll leave the clothes to somebody else. You know, but we gotta start somewhere. We gotta start doing something. You know what I'm saying? And nothing's better than the people that can control their own food.
Absolutely. And you even we were talking earlier about not possibly, but that you had started to put the pen down and spread some of your knowledge out as far as putting some books out on gardening.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is in the works. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing workshops. I'm doing talks now and stuff like that. You can catch me at Mohawk Preserve April 11th. Doing a workshop there. Let me see real quick. Of course, my phone is dead.
Oh, for real?
Yes, it is.
It's an iPhone?
Yeah, it is. I brought my charger and shit. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm doing a presentation over there at Mohawk Preserve in New Paltz, in the New Paltz area on gardening and using the garden to heal yourself, and as well as also guerrilla gardening as a way to engage the community and provide more green spaces and stuff like that to individuals. So yeah, that but I'm doing that right now, and we'll be taking the loads and taking the reins to eventually write some books and create my knowledge into written format and stuff like that, because it's a lot of people want this information, a lot of people need this information, and obviously the best way to do it
and
is
make it available and accessible.
Right, exactly. Put it in
definitely
format.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I'm looking to do 3 different types of books. You know what I'm saying? Understanding food, understanding nutrition, farming 101, and also community building community around sustainable agriculture. Is going to be the three books that are eventually going to be created. You know what I'm saying? Shout shout out to the brain that's gonna produce it. So, so you know what I'm saying. When I tap in with him, it's gonna be nice.
Right.
So yeah, but right now we're doing a lot of boots to the ground, a lot of grassroots organization, a lot of collaboration with other organizations and stuff like that in other regions, like in in Peekskill, but even as far as Philadelphia. I got my boots in New Jersey and stuff like that. So we're getting around, you know, in Connecticut and stuff like that. So just trying to build a network and connect with a lot of dope individuals and stuff like that. You know, follow. We need to support. We need to move. We need to mobilize, man.
You know that.
Yes.
Facts. So that we're talking about you writing the book. You say you're probably gonna do 3 parts, or like 3 different books.
It's gonna be 3. It's gonna be 3 different books. It may even be more. I have ideas for children's books and stuff like that. I know a few children's book authors that are going to write some things. I even have an idea for a comic or a manga series and stuff like that. I got currently my boy Q's working on a little series right now that it's nice. He's cooking. And stuff like that, and as well as everybody else, you know, Zan's about to drop a book soon. Shout out to her, you know what I'm saying, in the works and everything like that. So I'm getting a lot of inspiration from a lot of different individuals, a lot of different sources and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, I wanna bring it all together. I wanna make it so that everybody can eat and stuff like that. So it's just like, yeah, I'm all about that and supporting that. So it's just like, so you know. Any way that I can bring people into these ideas and stuff like that, let's make it happen. Right.
Yeah. So then, all right, still on the topic of books, writing, you know, we on the block. We got to talk about books. Right. And by the way, if anybody that's in the room with us right now that's not already following our pages, my page to the Top Productions, go ahead and follow this page, please. And send it out to your family and friends and like your enemies too. Like
everybody,
you know
everybody needs enlightenment, man. Everybody needs information and shit. Don't matter. Don't hog it. Don't get guarded.
You teach your enemies how to grow vegetables, and then we'll link up together and we'll steal it. Like it's your enemies. Like I'll link up with you, and we'll do it.
We'll run that. We'll run those.
Run those green peppers, boy.
Right. Give me them kale.
Run that kale.
Kale.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, freaking. But nah. There's plenty of produce for everybody.
Right.
So there's no need to steal it. We don't endorse.
We ain't gonna steal from the enemies.
But you know, maybe if your enemy was eating a little bit more vegetables, maybe they wouldn't be so mad. Get out in the sun, you know what I'm saying?
That's why they mad. Wow, not enough veggies.
Not enough veggies in your diet. That's why you broke. That's why you
low.
Mad. That's why you everything. Yeah.
Vitamin B, iron just depleted. Damn.
Vibrating low. Right.
So now, still on the topic of books, you feel like there's a particular author, because I know there was an event that just passed. Is there a particular author in the 845 that you wanted to highlight?
Right. Yes. Besides, I mean, you know what I'm saying, besides Zan and besides all the other authors that I at least I'm aware of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's plenty of more and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying, Heather Ann Pitcher, she just dropped a book, Pain Your Journey. It's a mental health awareness book and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You can catalog and write your journey. It's designed to capture your mental health growth and recovery and also process in a 2-year span. So there's also drawing prompts, there's writing prompts, there's tons of writing prompts, there's things to track your week and stuff like that. There's resources there's helpful resources. There's if you don't even want to write, there's pages to color in. So it's like it's got freaking everything in it. Like anything that you could possibly think of is in that book. And yeah, it's a very, very, very dope resource. You can buy it on Amazon or you can go to brainandbodycoalition.org and buy it off the website there and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a good book. They just had a brunch this past week.
Yeah. And you said your twin brother was a DJ.
Was a DJ and stuff like that.
So y'all outside.
Yeah, we be doing
writing, DJing, playing with fire. And
shoot, man.
Okay, eating vegetables,
man. Skateboarding, man. Playing music. You know what I mean? Like, we be bugging. Like, living life, man. At least doing a lot more than I was when I was younger and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? When you just kind of just say F the BS and just start just doing whatever you want to really do, because we have the ability to create our own existence, to live the life that we always wanted. It doesn't take a magic formula or a genie or you to hit $1 million to get the life that you want. You know what I'm saying? It's just your mindset and your environment is one of the big things that I've noticed, that I've been studying in my research and stuff like that. Your environment reflects you, reflects your mind state, but also what you put in, what you read, what you drink, what you see, everything, like all that encompasses. But so you just gotta be mindful of where you put yourself, who you surround yourself around, and stuff like that. Like that all affects your overall health as a being.
Right. Mental and physical health.
Word. Yep. It's deep.
That's just biology and psychology.
Yeah, just like take it from me. Just as deep as you think it is, it's that deep.
It's even deeper. Because if you don't like to read, then you ain't gonna really ain't gonna get it.
Right. I'm rocking with the what is this book called? It is
The Pursuit of Happiness. No.
No, it's not The Pursuit of Happiness. It is a book that I can't remember right now. It is pissing me off. But it is The Biology of Belief. Yes, I'm currently reading and / listening to an audiobook on Spotify about The Biology of Belief. I can't remember the author's name right now, but
okay.
But yeah, just look it up, Biology of Belief. You'll find it. It's written by a biologist, and who pretty much wrote this book to I'm just say to rethink and challenge the Darwinian way of thinking and stuff like that, and just another perspective on just how we should on how biology and genes, it's much deeper than that. It stems from your environment, what you put inside you, your mindset and perspective and stuff like that, and like not everything is as it seems, because there are things that we do on a cellular level that if we just replicate that at a multicellular level in our lives, we would be living much better.
Right.
For sure. So check that book out for sure. It's a fire read and everything like that. But yeah, that book. Shout out to brother Yaki, Yaki Awaken. You know what I'm saying? He's the one who put me on. He's the one who after Dr. Sebi, you know what I'm saying, started teaching me about the foods and the herbs and everything like that. So shout out to him from St. Louis, Missouri. You know what I'm saying? They doing great work and stuff like that. I'm eventually meet homeboy soon. We will have a nice long conversation and shit like that.
Facts.
And everything, and because yeah, we all fighting and doing the same mission and trying to get ahead and trying to elevate our people and heal our people and stuff. So
all of that.
Yeah, I support that.
That sounds like a good book. You said The Biology of Belief.
Yes.
And I didn't get to ask you yet. Who would you say?
Oh yeah, my favorite author. So I don't have. I probably was avoiding it because I don't technically have one.
Right.
But one author who definitely had a big impact on my life was definitely John Green.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He wrote this comic book, almost like a comic book or a graphic novel, basically called Bone, and it's basically about a group of brothers who get ran out of their hometown. And they don't really know what else to do, but the youngest brother got a map that leads to something, and so they go on an adventure, and you go through this whole adventure and stuff like that with the Bone brothers, the Bone family, and you meet a bunch of different characters and stuff like that, and leads to eventually this crazy prophecy, this crazy like royal family and stuff like that. It's a good read. It's definitely fire.
Right.
The author also wrote a bunch of other stuff like that too. I also picked up this other book by him as well. I can't remember the title. But yeah, John Green. Shout out to him. He definitely inspired that. Definitely inspired the creativity mind and stuff like that, and which led to like reading manga and everything like that, and that overactive imagination, because it was a very overactive imaginative book.
Right.
Like it had these creatures these creatures in it that you'd never seen before, at least in it, and these characters who were just like these characters just named after. It was Bone, it was Smiley and Phony Bone. You know what I'm saying? The Bone Brothers and yeah. It's a cool story, man.
That's fire.
Mm-hmm.
So we ran through a lot. So we talked about you doing agricultural activism. We talked about you dancing. Started dancing when you was 5. Your last name Jackson. Watching Michael Jackson. You're in there trying to be the little Mike. I want to be like Mike up in there. You're trying to moonwalk and you gliding around. And then you're playing with fire, planting seeds, and then you're writing books. You say you started off writing like short stories, you know, and because you read some books in school, and you're like, man, I could do better than that. And you're like, you know, let me get in there and do my thing.
Get in the arena and stuff.
You know what I'm saying? So you started, you know, doing that in school, and we walked through a whole lot of stuff. Then you said you had 2 events coming up, and I just want to make sure that we just try to. Well, I want to make sure that y'all tune in. Not just tune in, but to follow this brother's page for more details. Right. So the one event that's
Rhythm of Water TV, and then also Farmer Nick 01 on Instagram and stuff like that. Also Nico's Modern Life. You can email me at FarmerNick42. But I'll repeat all this stuff later. But yeah, like make sure you follow the page and stuff like that, and make sure you follow everything, because you'll see everything. You'll catch all the information. Website's about to come up. We're gonna be dropping farm tools and merch and stuff like that, and also aftermarket products and whatnot, like, and where you can sign up for your garden consultations. You know what I'm saying? We'll pull up to see your site and set your site for free, and you know, and also, you know, build it out. You know, utilizing everything in mind, utilizing the space, utilizing your budget.
Right.
Key factor, utilizing your budget.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There is no set price for none of this stuff that I do. It's just a matter of making it accessible to you. So however we can make that happen is however we can make that happen. Right. You know what I'm saying? But within reason, because I'm not gonna build you this grand thing or expect you to build this grand thing and it's just like, you know what I'm saying, it's for like $100. It's like, no. It's like, you know what I'm saying, you'll get me, like, but the money is not the deciding factor, it's not the leading factor at all.
It gotta make sense.
It's gotta make sense. It's gotta make sense for it to make dollars, for
people want you to build them a greenhouse for $79. Nah, it's not gonna cost $79. We can get some material. We can do something with $79. We can do a lot.
We do a lot of upcycling. We do a lot of you know, reusing and sustainable practices and stuff like that when it comes to building structure. When it comes to innovative, we're all about innovation and stuff like that. So like, you know what I'm saying? We'll make anything happen with any budget. You know what I'm
saying?
Garden
MacGyver.
Right, exactly. Garden MacGyver. We'll make it happen with any budget. But first and foremost, it's all about getting food in, you know, sustainability and access and control back into your life, and gardening will be the first step.
Fire.
Yeah.
So that's a lot. So this brother just dropped like 100 million gems. You know what I'm saying? But like we talking about people, you know, there might be openings at Nubian Directions. We giving, you know, ideas on employment. We talking about the Boys and Girls Club. We talking about how to feed your family, your community. We talking about events going on. We talking about all kinds of stuff. So I notice now it is a little after. It's actually 8:15.
Right.
So before we get up out of here, before we leave the block,
get about the block for the street light come on.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, can you drop some words of advice to anybody that is just looking to get into anything? It could be writing, it could be dancing, or gardening. Like, what advice would you give them as far as where to start?
Yeah. Well, there's many ways that I could phrase this, or many ways that you could approach this, but just right. So my word of advice to anybody looking to get into anything, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure that you're passionate about it.
Right.
Make sure that that is something that you really want to pursue and stuff like that. There are many things that you could do, and there's many things that you shouldn't do. So, but you know, try to do what's best for you and best for and best for the your overall environment, your overall self. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you have to live with whatever decisions and choices that you make in life. So so make sure that whatever you do decide to get into, you know what I'm saying, it is ultimately a benefit for you, which is ultimately grow into a benefit for your community and your surrounding and your people and stuff like that.
Right.
So yeah, and just do it.
Right.
Go for it.
Go
Nothing,
for it.
literally nothing is stopping you. There are
but
no,
you.
But you. That is the only barrier is you and your procrastination or your
right.
you know your
excuses,
your things and excuses and stuff like that. But that's where self-discovery and finding yourself and really understanding who you are as a human being and individual comes into play. And once you find that, you'll be less you'll have a foundation, and you'll be less shaken and swayed by people, by ideas and beliefs and that don't reflect and align with your own beliefs as an individual person. But you gotta find that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like Kendrick said at the Super Bowl, turn your TV off. You know what I'm saying? You know, get off social media.
Facts.
You know, like
game off.
Like I always say, and like a bunch of other people are saying, go outside, go touch some grass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go plant a seed, go create a seed bomb. You know what I'm saying? Come to the workshop, you can learn how to create seed bombs. You can learn how to upcycle and create sustainability and grow stuff out of literally anything.
Right.
And whatnot. And yeah, just do
more. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, definitely appreciate that.
Yes, you already know. Thank you. Yes, where's the wisdom? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Definitely appreciate you. We got too much stuff behind us. Keyboards and mixers,
it's all good.
The hard drives. It's crazy.
It's shit. You be cooking in here. You like cooking and working.
You already know.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely appreciate you, brother, for coming out.
Yes.
Huge respect, appreciation,
yes,
love,
respect, for sure.
all of that, bro. You already know.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not following Nick Jackson, make sure you follow Nick Jackson, aka Farming Nick, and you can also look him up. Rhythm of Water. What's the other piece? Is it this underscore in there?
Yeah, so it's Rhythm of Water TV. Rhythm of Water TV and Farmer Nick 01.
01.
It'll soon become. We're going through a slight rebranding because we're leveling up. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. So we're leveling up comes understanding copywriting and laws and creating that identity and creating it all in the business and the structure and stuff like that. And there is a clash because there is another Farmer Nick out there. You know what I'm saying? He is of the lighter variety and things like that. So you know what I'm saying? I don't want to rub it. He's doing great work and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So we're kind of running almost parallel next to each other and stuff like that. But I don't. There could be an opportunity to work together in the future. So it's just like, I don't want us to enter into some weird lawsuit kind of situation where it's just like that. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of rebranding, but the mission and everything like that is still exactly the same. I'm still Farmer Nick to my peoples and stuff like that, to you and me. So you can always hit me up, follow me on Instagram, like Jack said, or just email me farmernick42@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? Or come to Persian Avenue Farming Gardens, 49 Persian Avenue, and pull up. You may see me there, but you will see the community and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be around. I'll be around. That's my stopping ground. You'll see me in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in your neighborhood.
Copy. There you go. Mm-hmm. So yeah, definitely once again, appreciate you.
You already know, appreciate you.
We about to get up out of here. We definitely want to say thank you and peace and love. We appreciate everybody that pulled up on us. Mm-hmm. Thank y'all for pulling up, tapping in, vibing out with us. Mm-hmm. Y'all already know the deal. Mm-hmm. We here on the block, the Writer's Block, Nick Jackson. I'm your host, Jag. And next week, we got I said next week. I thought it was on a different podcast. I thought it was the other one still. On Thursday, we come back with another special guest. My man Don Walu, also known as Samu, also known as the Bandit. He's going to be with us on Thursday, March 20th, right here on To The Top Productions on the block, Writer's Block. So I'll catch y'all there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Everybody be safe. Have a good night, y'all. Peace and love. We out of here.
Peace and blessings. Peace.
Peace.